Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another video, and today I've got a short one on the new quest that came out in RuneScape, The Sins of the Father. It came out yesterday, Thursday, about 11 o'clock it was supposed to, but it got delayed by 4 hours due to a item bug. I think a bug had turned a load of items into some of the new stuff and they had to fix it. Jagex did. They got it done within about 4 hours, I think. It didn't matter anyway because I was on the golf course, so I didn't actually miss it, and I managed to do the new quest eventually as the day went on. I did use a guide for it. I tried to do as much as I could without a guide because I don't usually do that with quests, and to be honest it was quite straightforward to follow, and I probably wouldn't have needed a guide, certainly for the puzzles. There were two in the thing. There was one where you had to unlock a door, and it's kind of like a Sudoku like puzzle. I can't remember what it's exactly called, but that took about a minute to solve. And then the water valves one was just that was GCSE maths for me, so I did that one really quickly too, within about 10 seconds. And then the final boss fight, I just want to talk you guys through that, and I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks if you're struggling with it as well. Of course, I do have max melee stats and fairly decent gear while attempting it, so perhaps it might not apply to lower levels, but I did kill it first try. I watched a few people do it before and learned a bit off that, and just I didn't want to die, to be honest. I thought I would do, to be fair, after seeing kind of how some people had, but in the end it went pretty smoothly. So I'm just going to talk you through some of the special attacks, how to avoid them, and how to complete this quest, and if you like me, get your quest cake back. Alrighty, it is Vanstrom Klause that you have to fight. The best thing to do for me was to wear decent melee strength armour, so I had Bandos and Torax, Nezi Helm, Firecape, B-Ring, and obviously the Vandis Flail, or the Blisterwood Flail you have to fight with, and attack him and protect from magic and piety. His first special attack is the blood pool, so you can either go over to these and just take the damage, or alternatively you can also lure him onto them and then he will take damage. So just watch what I do there. Lure him onto it, easy. Next attack is darkness, so if you're facing him when it goes dark you will take damage, but there is a way to avoid this. If you can count the attacks and just step away just as he says it, then you will not take any damage. So just watch what I do here, quickly step away and boom, no damage taken. The Blood Veil, this is probably the easier one, so he'll say that dialogue and then just equip some darts or a blowpipe band, throw it at the Blood Veil and run away, and you won't take any damage from that. So yeah, here again, quickly equip the darts, go over, throw it, move back again, and no damage taken. Okay, so that's the three special attacks that you have to deal with in the first part of the boss fight. The most annoying one is probably the darkness, so pretty much just if you do want to count the attacks, and as it comes up to the 10th attack, just quickly walk away, or make sure you're facing away, or just turn auto retaliate off, attack him and walk away, attack him, walk away, and you shouldn't take damage from that. The blood pools, I would probably just tank them, to be honest. Sometimes luring him onto them is a bit annoying, but yeah, you watch me fail to lure him here. So yeah, I got too close and took the damage instead. Depending on how much food you've got, you should be right. If you brought more brews instead of food, you'd probably be fine during the fight, but you'll see as I get towards the end of it, I almost actually ran out of food. But I did make quite a few mistakes, and this was the first attempt, so not too much of a surprise, but I will show you the second half of the fight coming in a bit. Okay, almost killed the first form here, hit the final hit, and he will respawn with 200 hit points, and you want to activate Protect from melee and turn your auto retaliate off during this to make sure you don't get hit by any of the lightning bolts. So pretty much what happens, he will spawn bolts of lightning, and you can see circles on the ground where they're going to spawn. Simply just click him, move away, click him again, move away, and just make sure you're not on the lightning bolts at any point in the fight, and this bit will be quite much more straightforward than the last bit. Sometimes you might get some bad RNG and one will spawn under you or two will spawn next to you. You'll see I do take a couple of hits of damage after a few mistakes, but on the whole this bit's definitely easier. There you can see one spawned under me and I didn't see it. But yeah, pretty much just keep doing that, keep walking away, keep attacking him, make sure your health's high, and you'll find this bit an absolute breeze. He has just the 200 HP, and that was the last hit for me. My HP was a bit low, however, it was just risking it and hoping no lightning would hit me. But as I said, I probably made that a bit harder than it should have been, as it was the first attempt, but I did show some ways to avoid the special attacks, because I took loads of damage. I took about 90 damage from the darkness, took about 70 damage from the blood pool, so those could have easily been avoided, and that would have meant I used less food and probably got more attacks and then killed him faster too. But on the whole, really fun quest actually. I enjoyed doing that. Didn't take me too long, I think about an hour and a half or so, with the help of a guide for some of it. But got my RuneScape back, that is the main thing, and also the reward. You get 3 tomes of experience, as you'll see, and that's 45,000 more rune crafting XP for me. Been doing quite a bit of that lately. But yeah, that's just kind of a small guide on just killing this boss if you are struggling. So just watch out for the special attacks. There are ways to avoid all of them, and if you avoid all of them, you shouldn't take too much damage in the fight at all, actually, thinking about it. But yeah, the flail's a bit annoying, it's quite inaccurate sometimes, but overall it should get you the kill, get you back your RuneScape and the sins of the father. And I reckon after this cutscene and what it suggests there is going to be another quest in this series where probably an even harder boss. But anyway, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. Hope you found it useful, and I will see you in the next one on Sunday or Wednesday.